It's me, Victoria Mery Diaz. I'm back. This is like my second time doing this that I'm going live. And this mostly is just a little chit chat because I came home from work not too long ago, maybe about a little over an hour ago, and I am tired. It's like 2 something here in the morning, and I have to go get some sleep. So I just wanted to really just do a little chit chat for a moment and to see if anybody, you know, wants to interact with me. It'd be kind of cool. Well, all I know is I came home from work and I'm so happy that I'm home, honestly, because I was exhausted. I was tired. I guess my day went good. I wish there was somebody here. It's okay. But it is kind of late at night. And I'm just gonna act like I'm just talking to myself and like I'm writing in a journal. I'm writing my thoughts down. Well, I am really looking forward to trying to get better at doing this live stream. Um, I'm still kind of learning things, so kind of work with me. This is my second day doing this. So, I mean, but to talk about stuff, how about life experiences or life in general? I know right now, I think I mentioned before in my last one that I want to try to find different employment eventually here. I want to find different employment. Hi, how are you? Oh, hola, hi. I wanted to find different employment and I'm doing good. I know it's kind of late at night, isn't it? You love my hair. Well, thank you. Ah, I'm doing okay. I just got home from work about, I would say about an hour ago, a little over an hour ago. And I am tired, a little exhausted, and I gotta go back to work tomorrow. That's the joy of my life. Always working. That's my life. It's work, 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 work. I think that's all I really do. I go to work, I come home, and then I go to sleep. I go to work. I feel like that's my whole life. Oh, no, no, I'm fine. I work hard for all my stuff. Um, I believe that I'm a woman, yes, but I believe that a woman can be a strong woman if she's able to stand on her own 2 feet and she's strong enough to work for everything that she earns instead of, always taking from others or or expecting like money from others or like somebody to support you, which I see if you're married or you're together with a person and you work together to make things happen. That's great. But you see a lot of women, and not just women, sometimes men too, but mostly women, I would have to say. And I'm dissing myself here. A lot of women tend to think that a man is supposed to have all the money, be able to give her all the goods, everything that she wants, and that she doesn't have to do anything. She's got to just lay back no, it's not that way. Yeah, it is hard. It's hard when you lose somebody that's very dear to you. It really is. It's not easy. I've lost many people in my life. I lost my son when as soon as he was born, he passed away. That was devastating to me. And that was in like 2011. That was the most devastating thing ever. And then my mother passes away, and she died from cancer. She died from two cancers. She was fighting two cancers at once. That was devastating to me too. And then from there, I lost my dearest brother. Then I lost my uncle. He was the one that was always there for me. He taught me how to tie my shoelaces when I was little. He was the greatest. And then after about 4 years ago, I lost my husband in death. So I've been a widow for like the last 4 years. And it hasn't been easy on me either. It's been really hard. But I've learned to be strong. I've learned to manage. I've learned to try to deal with my situation the best I can. And I work hard. I really work hard so I can support myself. My kids are all grown up now, so I don't have to worry about, they have their own kids. I'm like 49 years old. I have 4 kids that are all like in their 20s. And 2 of them already have children. So right now, I'm supporting myself. I'm trying to keep a roof over my own head, trying to keep my vehicle on the car. I mean, keep my vehicle on the road, but I have to fix my car, so that's costing me money. I want to try to find another job, but it hasn't been easy. I want to go back there's so many things I want to do, but yeah, it is not easy when you lose someone that you love, especially when you were team working together, and you know, you both lifted each other up. When one was down, the other one lifted that person up. And when the other person was down, the other person lifted them up. So we were always strong together, And then if he had and I didn't have, or sometimes I had and he didn't have. But sometimes together we both had. So we both made ends meet together. We teamed work together. We were like a team. And I miss that. You know, I really miss that. And it hurts. It does hurt. And is it easy? No, it's not. Um, can I go on? Yes, I can. I have. I mean, I've been talking to some people, but you know, I really care about that person. Can I make room for love again? Yes, but I will never remove my husband from my heart. But can I love that person and know that that person is not the same as my husband? Yes, I have to accept that. Would this person eventually become my husband? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how things work out. Um, life isn't, you know, life isn't easy. Life has its struggles, its ups and downs. Um, but honestly, I've made it through a lot of things already. I made it through a lot. My oldest sister, she was surprised. She was like, "How did you make it through all that?" And you know what? To this day, I don't know. I can't answer that question because I don't know. But I was always the stronger sister. I was always the one that was the stronger sister that was able to keep going. No matter how things hurt, I would keep going. If someone hurt my brothers or my sisters, they were going down. But I don't think like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that like that no more. I like peace. I like harmony. I like to get along with everyone. I don't hate anybody. I really don't. I might dislike some of the things they do, and I might tell them right out. I say, "Hey, maybe you need to, change that attitude just a little bit." But of course, you know, none of us are perfect. We're all working on ourselves every day. No such thing as perfect. Not in the system of things. Nobody's perfect. Even the most perfect man that tries to act perfect can never be perfect because none of us are perfect. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. So, but all I can do is just hang in there, keep being strong. But there are so many things I really still want to do in my life. I'm 49 years old. There's a lot of things I couldn't do because I became a mom at a very young age, and I dedicated most of my young life to my kids. And I never really thought about myself. I thought about them before myself. Everything went to them. I still look young. Thank you. I I get that a lot. Some people think I'm like 37 or 40 between that. But yeah, I'm 49. I'll be 50. I'll be 50 next year. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to think about it. Who wants to be 50? I don't want to be 50. I really don't. I'm not looking forward to it. I am definitely not looking forward to it. Mm-mm. No way. But when is my birthday? October 16th. So I gotta, like I said, yeah, I got about maybe less than a year. Would it be less than a year? Maybe. Oh, the same? Oh, okay. But all we can do is just be strong and just keep going. October 8th. Okay. Yeah. So how old are you? Hello? You, okay. 37? Oh, I wish I was 37. Ken. And you have one daughter? Um, I have two daughters and two sons. I have my oldest son is 29. My second son is 27, going to be 28 because my other son's going to be 30. And my oldest daughter is going to be 27. And then my other daughter, my youngest daughter will be um 23. My eyes, I'm widowed. I was married, but I'm widowed. I've been widowed for the last 4 years. Um, that was hard for me, honestly, because I really loved my husband very much. And he was, he had his issues, but he was really loving man. He was very good. We both teamworked together. We made things happen together, and suddenly he lands up with cirrhosis of the liver, and it killed him. So he made me a widow at 46. I was a young, honestly, you know, I think I mentioned this last time. You never really think about it, when you meet Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, you know, you think when you marry them, you're going to spend your whole life with them for your whole entire life, And then when you're about, 60s, 70s, maybe even 80s, if you're strong enough to live that long, um, you think about spending your whole life together. But when it ends at when that person's only 50 something years old and the wife or the husband's only 40 something years old, it's like, wow, you would never think about it that way. You will think you know that one of you are going to go first. You know, but you think of being a widow or a widower like around 60s, 70s. You know, maybe luckily 80s. But you don't think about being no widow or widower at no 46 or you don't think about stuff like that. I never thought that would be me. I really didn't. I thought, hey, I finally found Mr. Right, I've been married twice. My first marriage landed up it was big mistake. It was awful. But my second marriage was very happy, even though he had his issues, like I said. He was a very loving man. He took on responsibilities he didn't have to take on. He could have said, told me to get lost. You know, he said, "Get lost, woman. These ain't my kids." But you know what? He didn't think of it like that. He thought about, if I took that woman as my wife, I have to take the whole package. And that's exactly what he did. He didn't have to, but he did. So, and he tried his best by everybody, and he did it. He was very much loved. Um, he will always be in my heart, but I know in my heart I have to go on. Will I ever love again? Will I ever find Mr. Right again? Maybe. I might, yeah. Maybe. But I want to be wise. I want to be smart in my choices. I just don't want to just have anybody. And then I'm going to land up, in a big mess again. I don't want to land up in a big mess, land up from one big mess into a happy situation into another big mess. No, I don't want that. I want to be happy. I want to be at peace. I want to know that I can teamwork with somebody and we could be happy together. And just simple things. I'm always been a simple person. I've never asked for much from anybody. I've never asked anything from anybody. And I think that's one thing he respected about me, is that I didn't think of things like that. That I wanted to teamwork with him. And he teamed work with me. We both were like, we made each other strong. But I have to go on, and I know that. I definitely know that. That's for sure. But he will always be in my heart. Definitely will always be in my heart. And oh, and you have one daughter. Nice. I know I come from a big family. Um my father's Mexican American. My mother's from the UK. She's your typical Welsh European woman. Um I was born in the US in San Antonio, Texas, Bexar County, at Rubber Bee Green Hospital. I know that for sure. I know all that by detail. Uh, so if ICE ever tries to come, they can't do anything to me. But the sad part is um, a lot of my dad's family is still down in Texas, and they always have to deal with a lot of issues when it comes to being Mexican, because a lot of my family down there, I mean, I look a little different because my mom is white. My father is Mexican. And you can tell, like, so a little things did change for me. My skin got lighter. But I can't say anything because a lot of my Mexican family, they all come in many shades of color. Some are brown, some are more like yellow looking, and some are like me. You would never think it. But yeah, they have a lot of issues with cops and ICE, all the racial tension that's going on down there. That's always been racial tensions down, especially down west, down south. Always been that way. And my mom's family is from the UK, which I was raised in the UK. When I was little, um, we were basically raised in the UK. I think I finally stayed on American soil when I was about 13, and I never went back to the UK. To be honest, I know it's really sad. I shouldn't say it, but I never wanted to leave England. I never even wanted to step. I didn't want to step on American soil. But America's not that bad. It's just, I was born here. But you see things in a different light when you've been to another country from the US, or somebody coming from the US to another country. You see the difference. You would understand what I'm talking about. People don't understand. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I try to keep myself as healthy as I can, especially at the age that I am. I'm like I said, I'll be 50 next year. Um, and I get that quite a bit. Some people think I'm like 37, 40, between that. And I get that quite a bit. And people are surprised because when I say that I'm like 49, they're like, "What?" I get that quite a bit because they're thinking I'm a little younger than that. Which in my family, a lot of people do have good skin for on both my family side, on my father's side and my mother's side. So maybe that's why it's like that. And for gray hair, I got a little gray hair starting already. Um, but there's a lot of women at my age that have piles of it. I haven't gotten I don't got a lot, but I do have enough. But my hair's still brown. It's like auburn. Yeah. So, yeah. But I have a lot of family that's still in the UK. I have brothers, I have sisters, I have cousins. I did have aunties and uncles, but all that generation already passed away. So all I have right now is cousins, half brothers, half sisters, and a full sister, um, and their kids, which are my nieces and nephews. That's all that's in England or in the UK. And here in the US, I mainly got cousins, and some aunties and uncles that are still alive. They're kicking strong. And my dad's still alive. He's in England though with his family. My father has a thing for European women. My father's a Mexican American, but he has this thing for European women. I don't know what it is because he went from my mom, a Welsh UK woman, all the way to an English UK woman after. He has a thing for UK women. American Empire forever. Yeah. America isn't, I mean, I'm not saying America is bad because it's not. I mean, it has its pros and cons, just like anywhere else has its pros and cons. It's just that we see things differently when you've been from one country to another, compared to someone that's never been out of the U.S. They will never know. But us that have been out of the U.S. and lived in different countries, we see the difference. We know the difference. We see things with more open eyes, basically, because we lived it. We have lived that experience. Exactly. I mean, yeah. I mean, I have thought about trying to get a sponsorship to the UK, but I just think I just want to move out of New York State and maybe go to another state where it's a little bit more, where it's not hot, like it feels like it's over 130 to 35 degrees outside, but enough where you get your fall, spring, summer weather. I mean, I'm happy with that. Winter, I don't like winter. It's too cold and you can't do much. There's a lot you can't do because it's too cold. You can if you're like it's like below zero or um below 20, it you could get frostbitten. You have to bundle up. You look like a big puffy snow person wearing all that bundle of clothes. You have to wear tons of clothes on you just to feel warm. It's crazy. I mean, it's nice for skiing, for snowboarding. Um, if you like ice fishing, there's ice fishing. Um, but besides that, there's and I don't like driving in it when it gets real nasty and you get it gets like whiteouts outside when it's snowing and blizzarding outside. It can be quite scary. I don't like driving in that stuff. I really don't. I dread it. So that's not my fan. I don't, not a winter person. Not at all. So how are you guys? Everybody good? Hola? Okay. Well, pretty soon I'm gonna have to go here, but I'm gonna stay a little bit longer. I gotta get some sleep. I gotta go to work in the morning. I mean, yeah, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Another day, another dollar. That's what they say. Uh, this time I'm not working 100 hours. No, I'm not killing myself this week. No, I'm relaxing it just a little bit because I feel it. You know, when you feel your body's wearing down because you're overdoing yourself, that's what I'm starting to feel. And I need to just settle down just a little. Yeah. But it's nice meeting you guys very much. Thank you. This is like my second time doing this, so maybe I might do it a little bit more. Get a little bit more interaction, a little bit more conversation, a little bit more topics on things. It'd be kind of nice. This is really entertaining. I like it. But you guys have a lovely night, and maybe I might be back tomorrow. And it was nice meeting you guys. Nice to get to know you. Have a good night, guys. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Adios. Adios. Bye, guys.